Revolutionaries, Yelena here. I talk a lot about chasing meaning and purpose in our lives. Answering our calling requires us to strive to be the best of who we are and commit to something that goes beyond just ourselves. Anytime we try to forge a new path and march on unmarked territory, we step outside our comfort zone by doing the very things that haven't been done before and push the status quo. That is what I define as courage. And it takes a high degree of courage to speak up for your ideas, to take bold actions, to take risks, and to stay in the game no matter what happens or what the outcome could be. I'm blown away and inspired by the people and the pioneers who paved the way for us. The fact that we have taken flight and we have internet while flying, that we could send people to space and to the moon and explore space and do deep sea exploration. But a lot of times answering our calling is not a clear path. It's actually very messy and has a lot of twists and turns along the way. And in that process, it's a lot of fears can creep up and paralyze us and actually almost stop us and prevent us from actually answering that call. One of the things that I feel holds us back is this idea of perfectionism. In The Gifts of Imperfection, Brene Brown actually defines the difference between healthy striving and perfectionism. And unlike popular belief, perfectionism is not striving to be better or self-improvement. In fact, it's actually self-destructive because it's based on wanting to be and look perfect or earn the acceptance and approval of others. So it's very egocentrically focused, where we focus on what others think of us. And it's this deep-rooted fear of failing and making a mistake and disappointing others. I like to look at fear as false evidence appearing real. In Feel the Fear and Do It Anyways, Susan Jeffers notes that 90% of what we actually fear doesn't happen. So that leaves only 10% of what we worry about to actually manifest. Yet we spend so much time and energy and focus fearing about what we'll lose in the process, or of the process of change being too difficult and hard, and whether the grass is really greener on the other side, and if our effort is actually worth it. The truth about fear is fear will never go away as long as we continue to grow. However, we get to create our own reality, and you get to choose what you do with your fear, whether it's run away from it or run right into it, where you embrace it as part of your journey. Really, the only way to get rid of fear is to do the very thing that you're terrified to do over and over and over again until it feels from unfamiliar to familiar. And in this process, you're going to feel better about yourself and more confident in your skills and capabilities. One of the ways I love to reframe my fear is asking the question, what would you do if you knew with absolute certainty you couldn't fail? What actions would you take? Seriously, take some time to journal about what you would do in your life if you knew with absolute certainty that you couldn't fail. We get so caught up on failure and making mistakes and looking foolish and failing that we miss the bigger picture, and failing is how you get there. Remember, answering your calling is messy. You learn by doing and by taking action. I love the phrase, you either win or you learn something. It's having that trust and faith that you can handle anything that comes your way. For me, my biggest fear is not looking stupid or making a mistake or failing. It's looking back at my life and saying, oh my God, I didn't live into my full potential. Having regret that I didn't do the things that I wanted to do. No one truly knows how much time we have on this planet Earth, so we might as well do our best to be and live as courageously as possible. As always, I'd love to close with an inspirational quote. Dance like no one is watching, sing like no one is listening. Love like you've never been hurt, and live like it's heaven on earth, by Mark Twain. If you love this video, sharing is caring. Also, join the family by subscribing and receiving my weekly emails in your inbox. Always keep radiating your beautiful light to the world, living life with passion, purpose, and meaning. With love and belief in you, Yelena.